Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a really good day. It is very important right now to focus on inner peace, to ignore all the drama. For we moved into the second storm, the second phase. It is like from one day to the next, the C-19 disappear. It is gone. For they're gonna have to face responsibility, but they're moving into this coming out of this new consciousness, of a new level of consciousness that is this part of the process of awakening of humanity. It is important to maintain peace and serenity and continue to cultivate this vision of a global peace, of a paradise earth where all beings are feel. Imagine the planet liberated from all pollution, all anger, all not anger necessarily, but for the anger will be expurged as well, but all the lies and manipulation. For the dark souls will not be able to reincarnate. The Creator has decided it's over for them, and so we're moving into this very powerful. We are into this very powerful new moon in Pisces, which is conjunct with Jupiter. So that should bring a lot of good fortune, possibility of good fortune, with sextile to Uranus, so unexpected good news. From March 2nd to March 18th, during this moon, it's really good time to start new project, to let go of all the for it is also we'll have more opportunity to express a higher self with confidence, and if we will get a lot of optimism if we are connected to our inner self. For there is an increase in magnetic attraction with Venus, Mars, and Pluto that are coming together, and more creativity, yet more tension on the outside world, and that the Pluto and Mars and Venus will create tension on the outside world. So do not fall prey to the media propaganda, and seriously letting go of all criticism, all need to criticize yourself or others. For it's like this power of wisdom. It comes only when we're ready. Wisdom can only be we can only receive wisdom when we're ready. I'm going to discuss a few ideas. So to utilize this time but I'm going to pull a few oracles first. So the past is authenticity. We've been working on this authenticity, looking into our higher self, to be who we truly are, this divine love in action, in motion. Where we are now is the choice. For many people, we'll have to continue to make choices, to make the choice. For everything is pushing out all kinds of this war has been going on for thousands of years on this planet, and it's continued we have to get rid of it, and so it has to be coming up to the surface, all those ideas. Yes, there is a media fascination with war and power and abuse of power, and so the outcome will be the rewards. For we're gonna be rewarded for life. The law of cause and effect is a system of reward. It's actually but it takes a long time. I'm going to discuss that in the physical plane for things to mature. What we're working on now is temperance, to be balanced, to accept, to allow, and also return to that, to accept that we have a full responsibility into all of the darkness. Once we accept the full responsibility for all the darkness as a role we play for the expansion of the universe, we find peace, we find freedom, we find joy, we find liberation, until we see ourselves in the light as an opposition to the darkness. We'll be prisoner of that. For darkness and light are created as complementary for the expansion of the universe, not as opposing forces. And that is really essential to understand. And the future will be consolation. There is a lot to be healed, and we will be able to provide also some consolation. For the 3 and 4th dimensional reality that we live in now is not an organic, natural reality that of 3rd dimension. It was created by demonic entities, by beings that have created those demons, and so it's like it is normal that we don't feel at home here when in the state when we see all of the primitive state of civilization attainment. Yet we are on the brink of a great change, and the true timeline is available, the true 4th dimensional timeline of peace, joy, and well-being. But we have to open our 3rd eye. It is very important because it is given through our 3rd eye, and to be discerning in terms of the voice we receive. It's not at the beginning when we open to multi-dimensional reality, you feel like you're schizophrenic, you hear voices in your head, but the voices of spirit is always about kindness, love, integration, acceptation, and those who the voices that come that create conflict within, or to push us to do something negative, do not come from spirit, that come from astral being. And so do you have to really to be very discerning in when we empower what we believe to be true, to live and let live, but to set limits so you can maintain the peace and not allow transgression, and yet not to dwell on negative attitude and or whatever people do not. They will come to realize their mistakes in time, so it's not. But right now, there is a huge amount of information, censored as well, and propaganda. But we were really what's coming up in relationship to the truth of the reality of the cosmos, of the multidimensional reality, is a lot to integrate for humanity that's been so much asleep. So it has to go step by step. And to realize we already are everything and have everything. We just need to remove the layers of conditioning and ignorance that and they drop naturally. So for there is only God that is love, and we connect through the heart. And but when we first existed in this, when we first created, we lived in the eternal reality of the love of God. And so we decided, well, how would it feel to be the I am, the God of our reality? And so, well, that's what you want, but I'm going to let you experience that. And so so we created this reality, yet we're not fully conscious, and we don't have the eternal perfection of the Creator. So we have to move step by step for it's like to build that character, those divine, divine qualities and attributes and qualities, to build our character, until the day we'll be able to recreate this reality. But it's really everything is accelerated. For it is like when we first created this planet, it was a paradise. It was created as a paradise, and now it is normal that we feel sad to see what they've done with it. And so it's what happened to the planet. It's like for when we came into this physical body, we encountered fear, we encountered separation, we encountered lack, which is something totally unnatural for us as spirits. And eventually the Christ comes back, the Christos Sophia, and so it's like until the Christ is the second coming of Christ. Christ said, "I've done my work. Now you are the Christ. The Christ has to come from within you." And until the Christ consciousness becomes dominant on the planet, all effort to create a world government will fail, because it is the power of love and wisdom and compassion that will create this world that is balanced. But for the result of all the problems that we see here is the result of the abuse of power and the galactic wars, and we're experiencing the result. Yet we're coming to a point of resolution for the whole cosmos here. So our mission is very important, to stay at peace, stay well, know that, trust the plan of God. And remember also, you've been in the past. We've all had lifetime where we worked for the other side. So that by accepting that, by accepting that, we come to peace and terms, and we let go of the judgment for those who are implicated within this. We have compassion for those who are implicated within the darkness. Yet there is limit to what is tolerable and acceptable. For we made this choice of incarnation to resolve inner conflict and bring back the outer world, the stage, into harmony, into healing, into a more conscious state. For it's going to be the revelation of the history of our soul that is primarily important, because as a soul we experienced it all. We were stars, we were planets, we were clouds, we were trees, we were rivers, we were animals, we were microbes, we were viruses, we were birds, and eventually we decided to become human, to experience the whole range of what is. Then the history of the planet will be revealed as well. For when we came into a physical body, we took a lot of time to adapt. It was because we were unable to. As soon as we came into this dimension, we became unable to manifest our desires at will like we used to, and so that's why it feels a little. it feels a little unnatural to be here because we cannot produce our thoughts as we would choose, but it is coming. This is the card of today is really the day to start a new cycle from the 2nd to the 18th. It's like this moon is really good to start new cycle. For we have to work on balance and equality of the gender. It is very important, and that has to happen through the third eye. For the genetic experiment on Atlantis is what Katip brought the fall of Atlantis. Then there was the fall of humanity into this folly, and then now there's the fall of illusion to return to the truth, but to a higher truth. But what's going on in Atlantis was a great offense to life and nature, all those genetic experiments, although it was allowed. But when we accept that that the dark is a part of us, we find freedom and joy through temperance. And the fall of Atlantis taught us to return to source. There was really no to release all the dark cause, all the woundedness, all the self-created wounds, to focus only on God, on source, to a bridge. So that is a bridge. We let go of all judgment, and we many times a day we let go of our mind and we tune in to the source consciousness, and from there, little by little, it is the bridge. Analytical process will not get us there. The logical mind will travel along the process, but it will not be able to solve that. But we're going to return to the void, the silence, the peace, the letting go of the desire to let go. So to let go of the desire to ascend, let go of all desires, and then from there we will be more ready. And for we're returning to our angelic nature. So it is quite wonderful, an angelic reality. And so for you are the Christ of the new era, and the end game has started already. We're already in the end game. We'll discuss a little bit the metro, the Earth's plan, but the highest wisdom is in between world. To see that we don't have full integration and knowledge, we're still in a buffer zone. We're still moving into this fourth dimensional paradise timeline, but we're more and more integrated. But we have to understand we don't have total clarity over things. What we need to understand is the higher power. How do we work with higher intelligence that have more clarity onto things? And for that, we need to listen to our intuition. What we need to do is the happy circumstances, to be open to miracle and unexpected good fortune that Jupiter will bring with this new moon. And then the outcome will be the tribe. We're going to come together as family, as tribe. For there is only one family in truth. For even this conflict in Ukraine, for Kiev was the historical capital of Russia. And then I would recommend not to get involved in this process, and to understand also all the convoy of freedom will not cease, those peaceful demonstrations. But the 2022 should be really putting an end to there was the accelerated path to put an end to the dark, which will no longer be able to reincarnate. And so for this whole system is about to crash. It will be replaced by a new system. It is important to keep a high frequency to continue to elevate the frequency of the planet, and in your meditation support the expansion of the light. For what was going on in Ukraine was inevitable, because there's certain things, as far as I know, it was very, very so dark. And what the Russian Sergei Lavrov said, there was denazified Ukraine. They found labs, biolabs there that was with pathogens that could have exterminated the whole of mankind. They put an end to some. They released certain children and human beings that were trafficked, and so the Khazarians been very, very active in Ukraine, and it was really no choice. And so at the end, when all will be known, the government that will survive those tests will have to apologize to Russia, and we send love and peace, and to all the Ukrainian people that have to go through that because of their government, and the Russian people that they have to suffer because of that involvement. But it is very important. We also want to watch what China is doing, and in fact, all of that is like this may put an end to SWIFT. The SWIFT is the dark system, the dark. It's part of the dark web, and so for the monetary change will be happening. When that happens, all the shadow accounts will be closed. For now, they still believe that they can hide their money, and it's all about money. For this war was started in the mind of many leaders, world leaders, and so. In France, we are served like constantly the really nice NATO and the evil Putin, which is actually it's what's going on. In truth, it is absolutely the opposite. Of course, we don't want war, but as far as I can see, it is not. It was inevitable, but it will not last long. And the Telosian, the beings from the inner earth said that sure, if they would intervene if anything would if there was no other options, they would intervene. Although the Galactic will probably not intervene. And so, well, it's just it is better not to watch that from very far away rather than getting implicated in this power play and this mind thing. It's important to continue to send love and light. And but in truth, I see that I know that I couldn't verify the information, but there's been a communication between President Trump and President Putin through the process, because he doesn't trust the present administration. The present U.S. administration, so it's all coordinated, and hopefully it will not last very long. There might be another storm coming after that, and eventually we're going to go to the storm of information, the truth reveal, and that's going to liberate the world. But it will also shock the world. It has to come very slowly and progressively. So I'm going to finish with a song. I thank you very much. I hope you continue to cultivate this inner peace, this vision of peace for the world, and to let go of all judgment, to send love and light to all being on all sides, and to let the sacred fire do their work, and so to bring back we're all going to be brought back into the alignment, and we have to release all kinds of negative things before that, and to eliminate some threats that still reside on the planet. Some of them are extraterrestrial threats that are far more dangerous than anything we know, but it's in the process. So I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song that talks about sailing stormy waters to return to the source, to be near God, and to be free. It's a song that Rod Stewart made famous. He was the original singer, wasn't that great, but Rod Stewart made it a little more popular, better. I'm going to sing it today. It's called I Am Sailing. I am sailing, I am sailing home again, across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying, I am flying like a bird across the sky. I am flying, passing high clouds to be near you, to be free. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Through the dark night, far away, I am dying, forever crying, to be with you. Who can say we are sailing home again, across the sea. We are sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. Oh Lord, to be near you, to be free. Oh my Lord, to be near you, to be free. Oh Lord. The Earth is a ship, a vessel that is sailing across the cosmic ocean in our process of returning to the source. But the Earth has already connected to the source. The consciousness, the fifth dimensional Earth, the multi-dimensional Earth is already available. It is just for humanity to come to the consciousness of it so that they can continue to journey with us through the eternal future. And the card of the day is the Ace of Gabriel, passion, opportunity, inspiration. The opportunity to do something wonderful is opening itself to you. Be in wonderment. So it's all about putting ourselves on the light, an increase of energy, some wonderful thing coming up. So I hope you do enjoy it, and you can stay at peace and neutral during this storm that is happening. It's just not. It is just we have to, as much as possible, connect to nature and let go of the medias and find this inner peace. And from there, we'll be able to be called from the heart into action, because through our third eye, through the power of our divinity, we can achieve a lot more for the goal of the light, for this victory of the light that we can ever do on the outside. It all comes from this inner, this divine authority that will eventually overtake the whole planet. Thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Adonai.